The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that ever sought was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, a lost adrift the sky, victim to currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But then, when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are all the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. And anyway, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Ah ha ha, you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you were afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, let's get to Yuri now. Hey Yuri, young Pepe, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Young Pepe, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make you a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, young Pepe. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. Oh, I have all these feelings, and all I could do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you, young Pepe. That, and I really understand what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, young Pepe. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treated you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then, screw them. Whatever. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? After 3 days. Yuri put her hands in her... Oh, geez, her head in her hands, I'm sorry. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me grab it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing in the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I grasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Oh, no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, this one wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Aw, Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge onto Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, sure thing. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. but I'm sure we could talk again later. Yeah, okay, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and returns. I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Well, let's see. Who's up next? Probably not Suki. Yeah, no thanks. Huh? You didn't even... Next. Yes! Yes! Ah! Natsuki! You idiot. Sayori's next. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri, huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy, I guess. And so you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, young Pepe. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing at all. I'm just a little tired today. Stayed up late watching, hentai. Alright, just tell me if anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? La-di-da. You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yeah, just get out of here. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the room. Classroom humming to herself. Okay, that was weird. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she go off to anyway? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early today. Yeah, she's probably on her period or something. Is that so? I hope she's alright. She's probably just on her period. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time when she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. I don't care about her. I don't care about you either, Natsuki. You go shove it. Oh, you can go shove it, except for Yuri. She's like the only cool one here. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Of course Natsuki's gonna make some cupcakes. Frilly little cupcake. But we might need a lot of them, so different flavors. Can you handle that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Geez, I can't tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love the atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, young Pepe, the one who is truly useless. Haha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a lot way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I'd really be appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?